closer to home, north, south, east, west London. Then it was the postcode wars, block versus block, gang versus gang, and the UK riots.
Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack. Today is pretty cool because we were not expecting to get this set as early as we did, but once again, sort of our location to the LEGOLAND store has paid off. We got the latest idea set. This is a set that is not scheduled to be released in stores yet, I don't believe, and I'm not entirely sure when the actual release date is for this set. I think it's like September 1st, but maybe not. Anyways, it's cool. We're really happy that we managed to pick it up. It is the old fishing store Lego idea set, and the original designer is RobenAnne. So this is pretty cool. It is set number 21310. It is 2049 pieces. Interesting, the set number and the part count are actually kind of close numbers to each other. Building difficulty or age recommendation is 12 and up. And let's see, how many minifigs are included here? There's a kid, there are 3 adults, a cat. Looks like just 4 minifigs included, plus a couple of gulls. Actually, 3 gulls, looks like a crab. Anyways, there's lots of stuff. This fishing store has got a ton of cool things on the inside, and we've already picked out a spot where this is going to go on the beach or next to the beach in our Lego city. So anyways, it's going to be a pretty long build because it is over 2,000 pieces. So, and it's an idea set. Idea sets are usually a little bit slower than some because they almost always introduce different types of building techniques and stuff like that. But the set is selling right now in the States for $150 or 150 euro or 140 pounds. So that's what's going on here. And let's see. All right. Okay. All right, oh, dropping some bags on the ground. All right, let me zoom that camera out for you so you can see what the heck this whole thing looks like. How many bags are there? Let's see. Well, I'm gonna hold on to the bag 1s because we're gonna need that for later. There's a bag 7 is the highest number I've seen so far. There's a 3. I usually toss the bags on the ground, the ones that I'm not immediately using. There's a 1, so hold on to that. This is 2, okay, that goes down. Hello, hello, hello. 5. There's a 1. There's a 5. There's a 6. There's a 4. Moving down. So it looks like 7's probably the highest number. I have a feeling there's 2 more 7s. Another 4. A 3. 2. Boom. And then this last one. Oh, this is all 4 bag number 1s. Oh, no, this is a 6. Okay. So there's about 2 or 3 of each numbered bag. The bag numbers go up to 7. There is just 1 very large manual and some stickers. And this is our operating base plate. It is a beach, you know, it's an old fishing store, so it's going to be next to either the ocean or a lake or something. With the tan, I'm going to say this is probably sand. This is probably a fishing store next to the ocean, which works for us because that's where I was going to put this thing when we finished it. I was going to put it next to our beachfront in the city. So, how did we get it? I picked this one. Oh, this easy open thing is such a pain because it always doesn't work. That tab? Okay, anyways. I got this at the Lego store at Legoland, California. They had it early. I actually saw an article. Somebody sent Alan Tran at thebrickfan.com a message like, hey, by the way, this thing is ready to go. Let me zoom in a little bit. These manuals are always a little bit better and extra and special for Lego idea sets, so I do like to show them off. Ooh, it opens up from the top. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, interesting. So it opens from the top, but then you actually have to flip it on its side, even though, isn't that weird? Like, it looks like that it would, wouldn't you think that they would all go lateral, but they don't. So it's basically like a book, but the manual's been printed on the side, or the top graphic has been printed on the side. It's so you can see the shape of the build a little bit better. But so the first page has got about the Lego designer, RobenAnne. At least that was the name. Adam Grabowski. But RobenAnne was the tag name for the Lego Ideas set. Oh, wait. No. This is the actual designers from Lego, because the Lego designers tackle the original design and they change it up. There's actually not that much more. Usually some Lego Idea sets will have a lot more information. That's just a little bit. I think there might be some more info at the back of the manual. Let's just check. Oh, no, not really. You just finish it off. Oh, interesting. So there isn't a whole lot of stuff about, I think, the original designer. Usually they'll have a little spot about the original designer, but not this time around. Anyways, so this is what's going on for the first thing. The bag number 1 and 2 are going to be building up most of the base. 3, 4, 5, you know, the standard deal. It's not going to be anything we haven't seen before. So let's move on to the very first step right now. And I think this is actually a decent enough zoom. I might zoom this out ever so slightly, and then as this thing gets taller, I'm going to have to zoom the build out even more. So these are the stickers. Now let's get going. Boom. Hello. UCS Falcon soon. Heck yeah, UCS Falcon's gonna be coming soon. We're so stoked. Lego's so secretive about that stuff. I think there was that other teaser trailer where, you know, it doesn't say it's the Falcon, but everyone's like, it's the Falcon. So yeah, we're stoked. That Falcon is gonna be dope. It better be dope, at least. Can you build Mock like Scarif? Because I am building it. I'm not gonna touch a Scarif Mock. What's his name? The Brick Studios guy, he did like the ultimate Scarif mock. Like I couldn't possibly touch a Scarif mock after he did. You know, his Kashyyyk was amazing, and then Scarif is also just as amazing. So if you want to see an awesome Scarif mock on YouTube, there's like a million videos from, I think it's like Brick Studios. I think I'm saying that right. Are you gonna build the other Lego, what? The other Lego boost? Will you guys get the UCS Falcon and build it live? Yes. Titanium Ninja Gen. Boom. Let's get this thing open. All right, let's get all of these parts in a good place. I'm gonna move my keyboard back just a little bit. Okay. Dang it. Something reset on our, let me do one thing. Something reset on our streaming settings. So I'm gonna play around with the stream settings for just a second, guys. This is what happens when you go live. Unexpected things happen. What is going on? Are you kidding me? No. This has done this before, and I don't know how, and I don't know why. Give me a second. It says that all monetization is disabled on this video for some reason. And this happened to us once before. And I'm going to check one thing. Dang it, what? This happened to me like 6 months ago, and I like never happened again. And I don't know why it happened. Okay, go to the monetization tab. There is no monetization tab. Not on this. Hold on, guys. Let me just play around with this really quick. I think maybe dashboard. No, that's not it. Video manager. Nope. Sorry, guys. I'm playing around with some settings. Oh, this is so weak. How did this happen? Hold on. Let me do this. I know. I should have this all set up by now, but this is what happens on YouTube more often than not. They'll do updates or something. Probably there was an update and it just reset some of our basic yeah. Go to the monetization tab to enable it for streaming. There is no monetization tab. You go to events maybe. No, it's not events. Stream now. No! Are you kidding me? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, I am going. Oh my gosh. This. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. I got it to work, guys. Oh, I swear to you, YouTube is like, they just like kill your default settings randomly. That is something that has not reset itself for 6 months. So, no, not 6 months. Okay, I'm gonna be fair to you. Probably 3 months. Hasn't reset itself for 3 months. And it's just one default setting out of a million that just decided to not work this time around. And, oh gosh, you know how aggravating it is? These guys, like, I don't know how or why they do it. They change up like one little setting or something. They'll go into their little analytics, and then the programmers will like just change stuff around just randomly, unannounced, and then you start working again from all your presets, and some of your presets are just different. Just a random one, you know, the other time they changed up frame rates or something, just randomly, I don't know, just cause, like, ugh, it's just so aggravating that that's how their system works. Anyways, sorry, I'm just ranting on the silliness of YouTube and all the weird stuff. I was actually watching an H3H3 podcast, and they, you know, those guys got like professionals working in there. They mess up sometimes. Everybody messes up. Even Lego Official was doing weird stuff on their stream when they were doing Comic-Con stuff, and it's almost always, you know, has stuff. Do you watch Aubrey Studios, Jack? Yes, I do. I do watch Aubrey Studios. Not every I mean, when I get around to like seeing what's going on there, but yeah, I've definitely watched quite a bit of it. I feel like I might have even done a little promotion for them. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. There's 2 different happy bearded men print faces. By the way, this is definitely a new print for this guy's face, not for this face. That's cool. Oh, and I like his boots. He's got the overalls, like the rubber kind of overalls, but with boots and stuff, the dual molded legs. It looks good. And he comes with a beanie. So this guy is definitely exclusive to this set. The prints are. I can already tell this kid is not. Oh, he's got little short legs. And I'll show you guys the close-up prints for all the figs at the end, like I always do. I mean, I can show them off just for a second here in the beginning so you can just at least see what they are, because it will be a long time until I finish this. Ooh, this is new. This is cool. She's got some legit printing for that, I don't know what they call it, the fishing vest. The, you know, it's the classic vest that fishermen will wear, and it's got a million pockets for a million little things. She's got that print, and, oh, and this guy's print for his sweater is pretty sweet too. It looks good. And he's got a captain's hat, which I took out of the plastic here. So, let me show you guys the exclusive prints, because these 3 are all exclusive to the set. This first guy, ooh, let me turn that light down so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. It's just going to be so long until I finish the thing, so if you guys want to see what the minifigs look like now, you can see them now. So there's the rubber. See, there's like, it's totally smooth and flat. Like there's no wrinkles and stuff because, you know, it's like those waterproof kind of rubbery overalls that we'd wear. Dual molded legs. And the print for his facial hair is pretty good. There's some gray in there, but it's kind of like dirty blonde. Very nice, very good. And then the lady, she's got a really detailed print that make up all those little pockets, and she's got some hooks and maybe some bait and tackle. I don't know, you know, all the fishing stuff. Green boots, that would be green boots. They're just dual molded legs there, 0 printing, but it looks good, looks good. And then this guy, I know his print is not exclusive for the face, but it's a really cool hat that he's got on there. I like the little bit of gold at the top. And then that's an awesome print that shows off the sweater on both the front and back. Nice, 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 nice. And then there's the kid, but the kid is, we've seen all these prints before. Torso is not unique, face isn't unique, nothing like that. But there is a kid, he comes with a white hat, gray pants. And let's move on down to the actual start of the build. Now it's starting, isn't that crazy? Okay. Let's see if I can't get this thing at least a little bit well organized. There's a little bit of spreading out pieces here, but not too bad. I'm gonna move the figs out of the way. Let's get started. Hey yo, Jack, you should get more people for BrickVault. You might get lonely with just Mike. Oh, it totally is. You spending all the time in the studio by yourself for a while, it can get a little bit crazy. It was definitely crazy before I got anybody else in the studio. Like, first moving down to San Diego was nuts because there was nobody else in the studio for like, I want to say like 2 months. And that starts, your mental sanity starts to wither away. It's a little bit nutty. Okay, I'm getting photos, football center, my stuff. Okay, let's do this. It feels good to finally actually get the build started. Took a little bit of time getting through there. Hello, Lego Star Wars Boy 10. Where did you get the set? Got this at the Legoland store. I've got all the information on this set, by the way, in the description below. So if you do want to hear anything or learn anything about it, your initial questions at least can pretty much all be answered. Where is that info? Oh man, I was messing around with the, no! I was messing around with the, whoa, that's weird. Did they just get rid of my info on the super chat? Oh man, I fixed the monetization settings and then for some reason all their basic info is, oh, the basic info is hidden. Okay, got it. Okay, they changed up some of the tab settings, so I keep hiding stuff. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, if you want to learn anything about the set initially, I try to keep all that information down below. But of course, you know, I still get probably 10 or 20 or 50 questions that are all kind of the same sort of, hey, where'd you get it? How much does it cost? How many pieces is it? That's all in the description, and it always is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so this is kind of cool though. I like the way they've set up this little wall system. Is this set worth getting? I have no idea. That's why I'm building it. I mean, I know a lot of people try to be pretty precise when they go out and purchase something. For this is 150 bucks, which is actually, by the way, let me just say, a decent price for the pieces. I know a lot of people love to hear sort of price to part ratio. That's something that we mention a lot on the channel. Something that we actually didn't used to talk about on the channel until people kept on asking us to tell us, you know, what the good ratio is. And so this is a good ratio, part to price ratio, which if you are unfamiliar with that, is the amount of Lego pieces that you get for the amount of money that you pay. The general sort of rule is for every 100 pieces, it's roughly $10 US. That's been a pretty standard, rule of thumb for a while. And Lego's actually stayed fairly consistent to that throughout the years, at least throughout the years that I can remember off the top of my head. But yeah, and so like Lego Ninjago's actually been pretty consistently below that. This is pretty consistently below. Heyo! Whoa! Monkey Pickle 2! Awesome, just subscribed on Twitch. Monkey Pickle 2. Don't let that confuse you with Monkey Pickle 3, guys. Oh, awesome. That is sweet. We always love to see the support and people coming in and checking out the channel, and then you know, if you guys like what you see, if this is you know, a more interesting live stream than PUBG, then by all means jump on board. We'd love to have you. UCS Millenium Falcon set. Oh yeah, don't worry. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty much all of what anybody talks about for the next for basically the rest of this month until September comes around. Everyone's gonna be like, is it coming? Is it not coming? The general consensus is like, yeah, it's coming. It's got to be coming. They you know, all the teasers and like the Falcon being, you know, in that box picture that was like supposed to not be seen. It's like they did that on purpose. They must have. Oh, yo, man, coming in? I thought Mike said he was taking a day off, but he just can't stay away from the Lego.
I'm running errands in the area.
Oh, okay, so you're just... Oh, okay, that's fair.
I was so close.
Boom. Oh, yeah? Is it what I think it is? He's got good news. It's so good that he half whispered it to me. Isn't that dope? That means it's really good news. It means it's good news that's so good that the stream can't know. Yeah, no. I have, is it,
Yeah, probably you.
okay, sweet. Good news is on the way, everybody, but you can't know because it's so.
You can mute the mic.
No, it's fine. You can text me later or whatever, or I can guess. Good stuff, man. Guys, today is a good day. We weren't expecting to be able to build this so soon. Mike's coming in with news that's so good. It's a secret. How can it get any better than this? How can it get any better? I got only 2 Justice League movie sets. The Flying Fox looks terrible. You guys don't like the flying? You know what? I thought it looked okay.
How's the set so far?
Good. It's fine. It's good. It's
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like right in the beginning.
I'm surprised, guys, as well that we can get it that early.
I know. I saw Alan Tran's article on the Brick Fan, and I was like, actually texted him. I was just like, "You think it's still there?" He's like, "I don't know, man." Dude, monetization was disabled. Don't you love how they just changed settings?
Okay. I had the same thing yesterday.
It's so weak.
I had to re-enable it and refresh the page.
Yeah.
It was automatically on default.
I know. It's like, what?
YouTube is trying to demonetize.
I know. It's like,
They're
YouTube,
cutting it.
can you please not set your standard to
I had the same
demonetize
thing.
videos?
They reset some defaults overnight, and I refreshed the page and I was like, "What? It's not monetized."
It's so dumb. It's like, I don't
Guys,
know.
we have to be monetized, or we just stop doing that.
I mean,
That's the case.
it's just so annoying, like that's how their system works. For some reason, this is not matching up the way it should in the picture. I can't tell you why. Okay, let's figure this out together. Oh, wait a second. I know why it's not. That's annoying. I was using the wrong arch piece. That's why it wasn't working. Okay, I thought it was the... Yeah, that was dumb. Dumb of me. I should have been paying closer attention. Why LEGO actually still has not released the something set. Sorry, things. Jack, do reviews on Lepin, LOL. Sorry, Dylan, LOL. I know you're just joking. Lepin is not going to be entering our repertoire. To be perfectly honest, I'm curious. Like, I want to know what a Lepin set is all about. Just like, how close can they actually get? Yeah. All right. Pickle-rick. Oh man, there's so many pickle-rick. I know. Guys, I don't know how many of you guys mess around with BrickLink. BrickLink is the website where we order most of our Lego pieces, and where most serious builders generally order a lot of their Lego pieces because it is kind of like, it's just where most of the people seem to be selling their collections and all that stuff. So if you want to look for something super specific, that usually is the website that has it. But that doesn't mean that it's like some amazing platform. In fact, quite the opposite is true most of the time, where you're running into little problems. And I put all these like things into these carts about these purchases that I was tentative about making, but I'm sort of waiting on like a green light for a project that I'm working on. And as I'm waiting on this green light, like, it won't let me add any other carts or make any other purchases while I'm like waiting. It's super weird. It's really annoying. Like, I put all those plate pieces in for that project that I hope will work out. And then I wanted to order pieces for Pickle Rick, and it won't let me like add more carts to the website. It's like 11 is like their maximum or something. And I'm just like, oh, cool. Like, I guess I'm not ordering those pieces.
We just
like,
need $1 million and a team to redesign.
It's not even
our own like brick selling site.
Are you planning on uploading Siege anytime soon? I don't know if that was a question for me, because I don't know what you're talking about. The boss is here, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was
Wait,
not.
this is only $100?
150.
150.
Is that what? Did they only charge me 100? No, it's 150. No, it's 150 and €150 or.
Oh no, that was your refund for the ticket.
Oh yeah. You
like-
have to
I said
pay.
like
Yeah, you have to
99,
pay the
like,
parking ticket.
That's a refund.
That would be amazing. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten any of those accidental undercharges, which I've heard stories of people being like, oh, I went to the store and I tried to buy this thing and then I got it for like way less.
Buying the scuttler from Batman movie.
Yeah.
For like $13 in Walmart somewhere.
Oh yeah. Walmart had a bunch of those. I think it was $30 is what they have it right now.
Like they had like a mismatched price on the set, and he like self-checked out.
Oh, so no one could know. Yeah.
Like,
oh, that's crazy. Well, it's their loss, you know. They accidentally set it up incorrectly. I'm making an ideas set. Cool, man. I just finished Hearthstone for today. Oh, I used to play a lot of Hearthstone, and then I don't know what happened. I literally just went cold turkey. I did it too much, and then I just stopped completely, and I haven't looked back. Yeah, I used to. Yeah. I mean, just on like the computer, my phone and stuff. And I can't remember what it was. It was like after some new expansion, and I just didn't get into it or something, and I just kind of... Dude, I was like consistent though. I would play it, like I never spent any money on it. I just would play and get all those little booster packs and do all the like arcade stuff, and I can't remember they had like a dungeon brawl thing where you could win little expansions. And I actually started building up decent decks, and then I don't know, for some reason I just stopped, and then I just never looked back. You loved the Ocean Monument set stream. Cool. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the stream stuff. We always get like, I feel like not always, but there is sometimes like, especially I was talking with other streamers where it's like, you get a little bit self-conscious on like, how much are people actually like do they, like how much do people actually like watching this, you know? I know with video game or computer stuff, like that's like a really common thing. People are always kind of like asking themselves. And then we have this stream that's very much dedicated on the general content of what's going on here and just the talking. Wow. Mike's accent reminds me of Iskull85. I don't know what that... I don't know. I think that's like a YouTuber or a streamer or something. I don't know. Iskull85. I can't. Jack, how do you upload a pic for the mock this week? That would be specifically, I would say, send that to BrickVaultFanMocks@gmail.com. I know people send it to us at other places, and sometimes, like if we're basically like looking around, if you send us pics on like Facebook, those almost never make it into the stream, just because I check Facebook messages maybe once or twice a week. It's not like something that I'm on all the time. And so like sometimes I'll upload that, but if I download the pictures to the Facebook mocks, then they don't end up in the same folder as my other downloads from the BrickVault fan mocks. And so sometimes I forget to check where all the different download folders are. And that's why it's easier just to send it to the BrickVault fan mocks email. If you've sent pictures in and they're not uploaded, it's either because they didn't get sent to the right place. It's not like we don't want to upload your pics if they didn't get accepted. It's just because they were sent to the wrong place and then we just forgot to upload them. So, Jack, what's better, Ninjago City or Firehouse Headquarters? Ooh, don't make me go against two sets that I love. Okay. Don't make me fight. They're both awesome, and I mean there's a wonderful sort of nostalgia factor for the Firehouse that I get that I wouldn't get with the Lego Ninjago City, but I can't say that should be like a make or break sort of aspect to the set. Honestly, the Ninjago City is amazing. I think out of pure sort of wow factor, Ninjago City, I think, holds a little bit more water. I think Ninjago City just looks a little bit more impressive from sort of afar. Actually, I don't know. The Firehouse does look pretty awesome, too, from afar. So it's... I don't know. I'm kind of contradicting myself. Iskull is the Minecraft Hermitcraft one. Okay, so maybe he's a Minecraft YouTuber or maybe a streamer or something. I did not know this came out. Neither did we, Brick Gaming. We did not know it came out either. It is, as far as I know, only available at the Legoland store as of right now. So, did I just drop that on the ground? I don't feel like I did. What? Okay, hopefully I didn't drop anything on the ground. I thought I might have. I'm building up some mossy grass stuff. I would turn it around, but there isn't a whole lot going on here. I'm just adding just some of these corner pieces. Too many memes. The rumors are true. Have you, I have to say, for the big Technic car. Oh, save it for the big Technic car. Yeah, there's some good Technic stuff out there. I kind of like Technic. I just feel like I've spent so much time building up, we've spent so much time building up like audiences around, oh, interesting, I only need one of those, around not Technic sets, that I don't feel like a huge urge to build a lot of Technic stuff now, only unless it like really, really grabs me. Like, here we go, sorry, I'm gonna move that over. Oh, this is so cool. There's a lot of rocks and moss, so this whole thing, you got the Ninjago City, Sauron? Dang! Jack, what's better, Assembly Square or Marvel UCS Helicarrier? You know what? I've never actually seen the... No, I've seen the Helicarrier in real life. Like, I've seen it, but I've never actually, like, touched it. I saw it on display once. So, I don't... Because I haven't actually played around with the Helicarrier set. I can't really compare those two. It's hard to compare if you haven't really messed around with it yourself. It's usually my take on things. Holy guacamole. A lot of pieces here. So apparently I'm a ghost. Hey guys, long time no see. Vintage Bruce. Yeah man, I love Twitch so far. Oh yeah, you guys think, some people think that the Falcon might not end up being 800 pieces like a lot of people are suspecting it will be. Like, because it is going to be 8,000, over 8,000 pieces. Like, everyone's pretty confident about that. But not everybody thinks it's going to be 800 pieces. Some of the rumors now say it's most likely going to be, like, closer to 600. Which I hope is the case. I hope that's true. Technic for life. Jack, would you like to see a Futurama set such as the HQ? You know what? Somebody did a micro scale version of the Planet Express and the, yeah, their HQ basically. I don't know what they call it. And it's amazing. It looks so good and I want it. And then another person did a UCS Planet Express like minifig scale and it's ginormous and it looks so cool. I think it only exists as a digital designer file though. Looks so good though. So yeah, I would love to see that. I love Futurama. Nerdy YouTubers following us on Twitch. Speaking of which, Now Meow has followed. Ecorus has followed. I am 24. Okay, has followed. Mitch88, Monkey Pickle 2. Oh right, yeah, Monkey Pickle 2 has subscribed on Prime, and then Malt Horius has also subscribed on Prime. Sorry, I missed that subscription. Malthorius. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Perfect. Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see what's going on YouTube. Oh, man. Is there no way to scroll on this now? Oh, there is. Oh, weird. Okay. I can't see the YouTube subs on this. But, wonderful. Okay, BRB, I'll make you some popcorn. Night pop. Boom. All right. Let me move down through. Just do quick little shout outs. I try to get as many of those out as possible during the build, but you know, you sort of do have to focus on building as fast as possible. There's the constant sort of balance of, hey, pay attention to the stream chat, and also build fast. What the heck? I'm missing a single. All right. See, this is, I'm super spoiled because I can just move back through the plates here. Where did I put my plates? They're over here. I know there's a 2x4 dark gray in here somewhere, but they're also just right next to me, so so I'm just gonna work with it like that. Oops, yeah, I need to move it like this now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Yep. All right. So yeah, I know I'm gonna find another 2x4 dark gray later down the line when I keep picking up parts. But because I'm right next to all of my actual pieces, it's just too tempting to go grab something that's already there. Right next to me. Let's see. Okay. Hey-oh, another follower, Gold Leader. CAJ. Nice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, cool. Okay. So go this way. All right, so we're building up the framework. This is just the frame. We haven't gotten into any of the really cool details. I mean, there's a few little things that have shown up that you can see, like the spider and stuff underneath everything, which is oh so true. Probably a Black Widow, if you ask me. Oh wait, there must be another one. Oh, okay. Maybe there's something. These larger builds, they sometimes have you add in bricks all over the place. Jack, what's your favorite Lego? Brick, plate, dash whatever? This one. This is my favorite Lego brick slash plate slash whatever. Because on a large enough scale, if you're building stuff, you can pretty much get anything out of the 2x4. This is the go-to. I think this is the first type of brick that was made as an interlocking brick from Lego, I think. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, it's just like the most useful thing. Because if you build it a large enough scale, you can still make anything out of that shape, just about, you know. So yeah, there was to be anything, any one piece from Lego, that would be it for sure. Out of question in my mind. Okay, I personally think it is too expensive. You think this one personally, this set personally, you think is too expensive? I mean, it's an expensive set objectively, yes. $150 is a lot of money, yes. But I would say for its actual pieces that you get, over 2,000, there's definitely way worse things you could buy, or at least way more expensive sets that are out right now for Lego, where you get a lot less parts for either more money or the same money. So I still think this is a pretty decent deal for what it is. Assuming, of course, the build is good. It looks pretty amazing. It looks pretty high quality. But I have not finished it, so I cannot say for sure. All right. Mira, does anyone else want a Lego Dino movie, or just me? Yeah, I can't say that. There's like a hair. One of my hairs is down there. It's like in between the studs. Okay, sorry, had to blow that out of the way. Yeah, I don't know if I want a Lego Dino movie. Gotta say, can't say it's something I've been itching for. Each into his own or her own. I joined when they had 12 followers. Technic for life. Did you really? Yeah, we're so happy with the way Twitch has been growing. It's slowly but surely kind of coming through. Mr. McTaco has followed. Nyink, Gold Leader. Oh yeah, okay. All right. And I think, okay. So many little pieces now that we have to mess around with. I think this, okay. It's not too bad. So many little, by the way, in case you're like looking at what I'm doing, I know it's like kind of far away. I'm building up all the rocks and moss around the main base plate here. So it's it's not complicated. It's just you have to make sure to get all the little wedge pieces in the right form right now, and it just kind of keeps things a little bit nicer looking once you start building upwards and around. So it'll look like this whole base of the old fishing store is going to be kind of completely covered in moss and rocks, and it'll make it look very weathered, and it'll make it look old, which is the whole point. It's the old fishing store. It better darn well look like it's old. So all that rock and moss is going to help it do that. I can't, Jack, what's your favorite set? or any set you want to see. Favorite set historically, UCS Slave 1. Any set that I want to see. I mean, there's the unrealistic crazy sets that I want to see, which I think would be cool to get, like, you know, action movie Lego sets and stuff, or cool, like, weird sci-fi movie Lego sets, which I don't think we're going to get. I think Jurassic Park would be cool if they do another series of... What the heck? I'm missing another... This don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. I didn't move on to bag 2 yet. Yes, I still need another one of these. I still need another dark gray 1x2. Unless, like, they went underneath these parts. I seriously doubt that, though. No, they didn't. All right, I'm going to grab another one. I'll be right back. Okay, lastima. Mike, I already I uploaded your all Ninjagos episode. Let me get that. That's so weird that that thing didn't. Okay, it's weird that they keep on not having those 2 different dark gray 1x2s. I hope they show up. It's odd that I'm not finding. Oh, for Oh, okay. But you saw the one that I put in, right? Oh, okay. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right. Righto. Yeah, and I uploaded the Bricks by the Bay edit. My brother was just like, make it 10 minutes. I was like, dang it. I can do it easily. I just thought I like the pacing worked better being short. I want another future themed theme. So do I. I also want some like classic, like old school themes. Like I want to bring back like classic castle or something. Just like some good old fashioned castle themes would look really cool. Samurai ninjas, like actual ninjas, like not necessarily Ninjago ninjas, but like just ninjas. That would be cool. I think that would be awesome. I know a lot of the older builders want that. Maybe not so much the kids, but it's definitely something that I think people could really sort of wrap around. Okay, let's see what we've got now. So many bricks, so many little things here. So I've already done that. To gather all the pieces first is a good way to not accidentally miss a step. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Jack, what is your favorite Lego color? Mine is the orange brownish color. I like that color. I think they called it like dark orange, but it looks more brown or like nougaty or something. I know which one you're talking about. That is a good color. I like the medium azure blue, that really nice, almost turquoise type of blue. That's one of my favorites. And you know what's been growing on me is the sand green, even though that's kind of like an ugly hospital green. I feel like in the context, like I feel like it looks all right. And that light yellow is pretty good too, like the bright yellow, where it looks almost like whitish yellow. I like that. There's a lot of nice colors now, and there's a few good ones that are retired that they don't do anymore. But I think I saw a guy's mock. I think it was last year at Bricks, by the way, not this most recent year, but he had like a set that was every single retired color of Lego like ever made, and that was really cool. It had like one of every type of color that Lego has ever produced in the history of the company. And some were really strange, like things I'd never seen before.
How much is it?
This is a little over 2,000. It's like 2,049.
Oh yeah, that's the first like ideas.
Yeah. Boom. Here we go. Nice long brick. Welcome, Igor Gamer. Grammar? Sorry, can't read it as well. There was some Also, some of our presets on Streamlabs changed over. Usually I have like a live feed of everybody who's subbed most recently from YouTube, but that, unfortunately, has been taken away as well. I think that might actually just be some settings that Mike changed up yesterday and I forgot to look at this morning before I started. Boom. Jack, what's your favorite Rick and Morty episode? Mine is episode 2, season 1. I don't remember like the exact order of a lot of them, but I really like the memory one where they're stuck inside the house and they realize that all of their family and friends, those wacky, zany characters, are all just parasites that are feeding them, you know, false memories to sort of make them okay with the parasites living with them. That was great because then it, you know, it ends with them just going on a huge murderous rampage of all these kind of ridiculous-looking cartoon characters. That was a lot of fun. I'm really liking season 3 so far, though. I thought the Vindicators episode was so good. I've liked every single episode from season 3 a lot, and I was so afraid that because Rick and Morty was getting so much hype that there was just no way they were going to be able to sort of like live up to like how awesome the first 2 seasons were. But I think they were doing it just perfect justice, dude. I've enjoyed every single episode. But who knows? Maybe I'm just such a super fan now that I'm just drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't think that's the case, though. I think it really is like just a dope show. Okay. I want the poop emoji movie. Didn't they already make the emoji movie? Isn't it like mostly about the poop guy? Mine is Technic Speed Champions. Do you like the season 1 finale? Yeah, I do like the season 1 finale, and I like how they had an immediate. Like season 2, episode 1 was like an immediate like extension. They like freeze time. Oh man, there's so many good ones. So many good ones. You know what I want to do is because they keep on producing. Rick has like the same blaster pistol that he uses in a lot of episodes now. And I wanna make that out of Lego because I did the portal gun, and I actually was just working on the portal gun a couple days ago, and I finally figured out how to cinch up the back corner so there isn't that like ugly space. It's like something, if you watch the portal gun episode, it's like I talk about how I just couldn't quite figure out how to build something. Oh whoa, this is a lot. Okay, this is a ×7 section, so here we go. Let's do this. Yeah, when I was building the portal gun out of Lego, there was this back corner piece that's like nice and smooth. Like the back of the gun has this great little smooth curve, and I had a space between the 2 curved sections because I just couldn't get it to cinch up right. I was so close, but I just couldn't do it quite right. And then the other day, I was just sitting there, and it kind of just dawned on me because I know how it's built on the inside, and I was like, wait a second. If I was building something else, and there was like this bar piece where like you could slide an area kind of like up a bar with this clip, and then I realized, I was like, wait a second, if I have the interior full of bars and clips, then I can just slide, you know, anyways. Long story short, I figured out how to cinch up that corner on the inside of my portal gun build, something I built months ago, and I was just sitting there like working on another set, and I was just like, ding, like, oh, I figured out that problem I was having like forever ago, which I think is it's like such a crux of like working on a creative project where you're just sitting there and you don't know what to do, you don't know how to fix whatever it is that you're working on, and then you just hit a roadblock and you stop, and then like you either come back to it and you like immediately figure out what was the problem before, or you're just or it just kind of comes to you randomly. So that's what happened with the portal gun the other day. So the portal gun has been cinched up, and I reinforced the interior of the handle a little bit more. So the handle is just a tiny bit stronger, just by the tiniest fraction. So you can feel a little bit safer like holding the gun just by the handle and not having to hold the body up a little bit more. It wasn't really a problem before, but now it's just stronger. There is a 2-second delay between YouTube and Twitch. I feel like the delay is a little bit longer. I feel like Twitch gets their stuff like even earlier than that. That's my guess. Oops. This is kind of cool. I like putting this a little bit together. We're building up a huge section. This is going to be, I think, what makes up the underside of this store quite a bit. Looks good though. Where did you get the Lego set? We got this from the Legoland store. I actually supported this on Lego Ideas. I think I don't know if I supported this on Lego Ideas. I have to check. You can check who all the people that you've supported, I think. Yeah, I keep on forgetting. I go through like stints of supporting stuff on Ideas. I'll go on and support like 10 projects or something, and then I won't go and support anything for like a month, and then I'll go back on. Is this going to be in your city? Yes, it is. I already sort of checked out an area on the beach where I kind of want to put it. So yeah, this is definitely going to be in the city. Definitely. You want the Lego Ideas movie. Interesting. That's an interesting theme. I wonder how they would do that. How do you think they would do that?
I don't know.
What are you looking for?
The sets are so different from each other.
Yeah, they don't actually have that any information on the original designer. They just have it on the Lego designers, I think.
No, that's the fan designer.
Oh, that's the fan designer? Oh, there he is, Robert. Oh, dang it. I thought they didn't have it. I said that in the beginning.
That's his statement here.
Okay. I was looking at this.
That's the Lego designer.
Oh, I see. I was looking
Adam Grabowski. That's a Polish guy.
Totally.
That's the guy behind. I think he was behind the first Falcon.
Oh, is he?
Oh wait, maybe not him.
The first.
But that's one of the.
All right, I actually need to
Polish.
again.
No, I take it. I read it. Wow. I wonder if they had too many, also just jump in and help you out.
Yeah.
It's like a 2000 piece set.
Yeah, it's gonna be like an all-day thing. But I mean.
Many things look like city. The captain is pretty cool.
We're basically cinched up for episodes like for tomorrow and the next day and stuff. So I feel like I'll just build this, and then when I finish, I'll probably like just go home. I have a feeling.
Sure, like someday. I
know. So let me. I'll pick this up and show you, but I'm gonna first just add the little pieces in here. Oh man, they're all kind of like have to cinch it in. I'll show. I'm gonna put these in first, and then I'll show you guys. What is your favorite Ideas set? Personally, I'm a fan of JK Brickworks' Maze. I just think it's cool. In fact, we have it up on the shelf there, but I feel like if we get like a larger space, I want to have like a play table where you can play around with like just random stuff, and that would absolutely show up. Like, okay, then this would be on either side here. That would absolutely be part of it, where you could just like try to get better at beating the maze or making different routes or something. Because I honestly think his maze was like one of the cooler ideas for a set, an actual game, and a game that works decently well. It's not like perfect or anything, but it's actually pretty good. All right, more rock details. Before I build up the rock details, this is what I just put on. So this is cool. So simple. It's actually really, really simple, but the detailing looks good. Looks great. And then this is obviously going to have some other attachments. I'm going to build up some rocks. Cool. Thanks for answering. No problem. Jack, are you pumped for the Defenders? The Defenders? I gotta say, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. No. I don't know. I don't really watch or know much about the Defenders. Hey Jack, how did you and Mike meet? Lego store. We met at the Lego store, which basically is how I meet all new people that I meet nowadays, are just people that I meet through some sort of Lego affiliated something. It's like, oh, how'd you meet your friend here? Or how'd you meet this person here? It's like, oh, at a convention, or oh, through this or that. And it's almost always leads back to Lego nowadays. Didn't used to be like that, but yeah, this is what it's like now. Is there another theme that you want to come out? We've had this discussion before where it started where somebody was like, what video game theme do you think would work? And I was like, dude, I think Zelda I think a Zelda video game would be really cool. Different temples and stuff being different sets within the theme. I think that could be really, really fun. But there's a million things. I think, you know, like classic pirate ships, like the old Spanish Armada ships, when pirate ships, and not Pirates of the Caribbean, but like actual classic pirate stuff. You'd even have like a you know, Port Royal, Jamaica or something, and like that's kind of like a classically known you know, pirate town where I think it wasn't Blackbeard, but it was like some really famous pirate, Captain Morgan, who did pirating and stuff and was an actual captain of a ship. He eventually became the mayor of like Port Royal, Jamaica, and like it's what a lot of, it's like what that one town, that pirate city, was sort of, you know, sort of loosely based off on for Pirates of the Caribbean. But I think like doing that kind of cool stuff. And then Port Royal got kind of messed up in a huge earthquake forever ago. Sorry, I know a bit about that town. I feel like doing sort of like maybe even doing Lego builds off of sort of classic historical things that existed. Like maybe not an Egyptian pyramid, because I feel like that build could be tedious, but like like the construction of a pyramid set where like the base is being constructed, and like because there's all this archaeological evidence on like how people built. Oh, I found the two that I was missing. I was missing these, like, okay. I told you I went back and I picked up the other two, dark gray. Like one of them's in here. I couldn't find it. There's another one somewhere else. Oh, okay. Well, I found them now. All right. Well, at least I found them, and I know that the set came with them, and that I was just being dumb and didn't find them. But yeah, I think doing sets based on like kind of cool and interesting factoids of real history or something, like a Roman chariot race, like something, or I mean, maybe Gladiators is a bit violent for Lego, but they did cool chariot races and stuff, which technically I think were also pretty violent, but at least not as objectively, or at least when you think about it, you don't think of violence when you think of charity races, but those types of things. But yeah, I think a theme based on historical, just cool stuff that happened in history, like Aztec or Mayan pyramids or something, or you know, we could even have like a Machu Picchu ruins set. Oh man, Machu Picchu ruins is kind of massive, but I don't know. That would be something that personally I think I would find really interesting. I have no idea if that would sell well. Do you watch Jang Bricks? Yeah, I watch all the Lego YouTubers. I don't watch cause I do so much Lego myself. When I sit down and I want to just kind of veg out and watch stuff on YouTube, usually it's not my first priority to sit down and watch a bunch of Lego content, unless there's like something really, really cool. So when it comes down to like Lego reviews, because we just do so much here at the studio, it's like, nah, my first priority is not to watch like another YouTuber review the same thing that we already did here in the studio. In fact, nowadays I almost never watch that stuff, but I'll watch like cool videos, like cool Lego videos where it's like, wow, somebody built like this amazing thing. That's usually the Lego stuff that I watch, but I just watch a ton of other YouTubers instead. The medieval sets, bringing back the medieval sets. Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be great. You know what they could do? I know my brother was working on this loosely in his mind, at least. It was he wanted to build a recreation minifig scale version of the castle from Army of Darkness with Bruce Campbell in the final battle scene when they're fighting the Army of the Dead, or the Undead, or the evil army with the skeletons. He wanted to do like a full recreation of that entire scene / battle, where they're all charging with those battering rams, and they're all getting blown up by the explosive arrows and stuff. He wanted to do a whole thing on that. Ended up not happening because it would have taken up his entire house. You know, the castle is actually pretty huge. All right, cool. Bag number 2. I just finished bag number 1. Let's move down. Let's see. 7, 7, 6. There's a 2. 1. Okay. And there's probably another one. 2. Okay. Wait, no, that's a 5. All right. 2 bag 2s. So there was 3 1s and 2 2s. And let me move this back. They should make a Game of Thrones theme. Yeah. There's people who've done custom Game of Thrones minifigs. I can't remember which websites there are, but like some legit like custom printing websites have done a few of them. A few of the main characters and stuff, and they look good. That would be pretty amazing. Like, you know, you could have the throne room would absolutely be a set if they did Game of Thrones. Some form of Khaleesi and at least one of her dragons would be a set. There's gotta be like a the Night's Watch and or the Wall would have to be a set as well. I feel like didn't BrickVault do an article on this? Like they did a Game of Thrones theme and they had like 4 or 5 or 6 different sets that they were gonna do. I don't remember what their ideas were. I think they probably I channeled some of them just because those feel like pretty basic sort of things that you'd want to include for a Game of Thrones line. Jack, do you play with army men as a kid? Absolutely, we played with so many army men as a kid. They were cheap and easy to get and super easy to melt with a magnifying glass. You know what we did? Is we were like kids, I remember we would melt the army men in like the front and the back with a magnifying glass and then put like a nail through them or something, or find a stick or a twig and like poke it through the guy so it looked like there was something like shooting through the army man. That was something that I did, I think, a lot. And then we got those little firecrackers from like Chinatown and you'd like blow them up. That was fun. Good times. Urgh. Why is this not pushing down? Come on, buddy. There we go. That's coming. Okay. This is surprisingly not. Okay. Oh. Yeah, there's so many little studs that are just one little bit off. Oh. Come on. Come on. Almost there. Almost want to just pound it. Oh, nice. That worked. Wow, that was a really stubborn piece. There are so many little parts. These are all loose, different little areas, so that's why they didn't want to cinch up properly. This one's okay, though, because the first one already had it in place. There we go. Do you play Minecraft, Jack? Nope, not really. Whatever happened to your brother? Has he slipped back into the Dark Ages? No, he has not. He absolutely has not. In fact, he's currently working with another designer. It's like a collaborative project. He kind of like sort of got the ball rolling and then working with another guy. And it's sort of a secret project. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's massive. And it's going to be amazing. And I guess the only hint I can give you is that it's very much along the same lines as it's just a big Star Wars build. I'll say that. That's good enough. But he's been working on it, and then we also have another builder sort of. It's like they're almost like working on it together, sort of thing. It's like a collaborative thing, sort of. It's more like he started it and then somebody else is finishing it. Easiest way to put it. But that is a project that is very much currently being worked on. It's not something that's on the back burner like the giant blockade runner that he was working on, which just hasn't been touched in a very, very long time, and still isn't currently right now. No one's working on that. So it's not like that. This one that he's working on right now is like actually very much being worked on, and it is doing pretty well. Oh my gosh! See all this? I put it all in the wrong. It told me to reorient the thing, and I didn't do it. Updates, dude. Yeah, he showed me a picture of it, and it's like, it's definitely well over halfway. In fact, you know, I think It's doing well. I don't want to give any specific details about it. I feel like he might start tweeting little mini teaser updates on like his like level cap Twitter. He might. I don't know. I know he did that before with like another build, so I don't know if he's gonna do the same thing. Wow. Okay. So put that all. Will Yamaguchi. Isn't that like the name of that one family in Japan? It's like very. Maybe I shouldn't even say. I might get in trouble. What is your favorite modular building? You know what? It might be the Ninjago City. Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say. I think Ninjago City is taking the cake. Okay, cool. All right, so there's some of this stuff, and then we're gonna build up just a little bit more with the nice nougaty color. This is actual like the nougaty color, and somebody was saying that their favorite color is like the dark orange, which is a little darker than this one. Even though I sort of call this kind of nougaty. Is this whole thing in it? Oh wow. Oh wow, we're gonna do this all over again. So let's grab a lot more of these little plates. At least I put this in the right section this time. And this is honestly one of my favorite prints on any tile piece. It's so useful and it looks good. I love that the nails are shiny. It's so good. Such a simple print, but I just feel like useful forever. Like you can always find a place for these pieces. Always. Like, I just think those are some of my favorite parts. Just the boards, and there's different sizes too. I think it's Citizen Brick. I think Citizen Brick does like multiple different lengths. So they have this like 1x3, 1x4, I think 1x6. And it's and it's just different length wood board pieces with the wood grain and the nails and stuff. Really useful. Everything is awesome. Oh man, I picked this up from the Legoland store yesterday. Everything is awesome. It's so fun. It's just that breakdown in the middle of the song, I just think is so weird, where it's kind of like electronica, I don't know how to do it, but it's like comes in really hard with the bass. Just like, what are they doing there? Like, why do they have like a dubstep breakdown in the middle of their song? Maybe I'm just too old now, but whew. There it is. Favorite Marvel movie? Iron Man 1 probably. I'm building the TIE Striker right now. Nice. Oh, that reminds me. I need to finish ordering parts for a TIE Interceptor. That's going to be a custom build that I saw, and I had to order all the parts for. So I guess spoiler, eventually a TIE Interceptor will be a custom mock on the channel. Voice got a little rattly right there. So that'll be something I'm looking forward to, building the TIE Interceptor, because that's just something that Lego made, I think, just one TIE Interceptor a long time ago, and it was part of that big TIE fighter sort of. I think you got like a TIE bomber, a TIE Interceptor, and just a TIE fighter a while ago, and it was black and blue, because there is like a blue tint to a lot of those ships, and it just doesn't look that good, and the builds are they're dated. I'm not gonna say they're bad, they're just very dated. But this guy did like just an amazing. I was about to do a TIE Interceptor build where somebody kind of did it in the same format of like an updated Lego set, and then somebody else just did like an amazing, legit like mock that I think looks amazing. So, oh, my phone vibrated. New sub. Oh, I got another. Oh wait, we just got some more people. Batman Lover 110 has followed. The Golden Kingdom. AJ has followed. Bree K or BRIEK has followed. Tandon 1973 followed. Thank you. Got some people jumping in. I'm distracting myself. What did I do? this. So many. I'm getting texts from roommates. I'm sort of like supposed to coordinate some stuff with construction at my apartment. So I do have to unfortunately respond to a couple of text messages. What is this? What? Alright, I have no idea what that is. We're doing switchovers, and apparently, I don't even know. I don't even know. Gotta figure out what the heck is going on with PG and E. Those guys. Dang it, I'm getting text messages. Okay. This. What do you think of Mega Constructs, formerly Mega Blocks? You know what? I think I only built one Mega Construct set, or Mega Block set like forever ago. Yeah, it wasn't Mega Constructs when I built it. I don't know. I didn't really think much of it. They have licenses that I think are kind of cool, like things that I think Lego could basically, if Lego got them, I feel like Lego could just do them better. That's generally my feeling. I don't know. I haven't built enough of it to like make a full judgment, but from what I've seen and from what I've personally messed around with, I can't even remember what the set was, but I feel like they're just things that if Lego got their hands on them, they would just be better. I don't know. I don't want to speak poorly about them, but I just never had like a huge urge to build any Mega Construct stuff. I've just seen it and just maybe it won't. Jack, what's your creator fairground set? Well, we have the Ferris wheel, and then we have the fairgrounds. You mean, what is it? It's a combination of it's that giant, I always called it the scrambler back at my like hometown like fair, like the July 4th fair that would like come in every year. They'd always bring in a few rides, and one was called, I think it was the scrambler at least, where yeah, it like folds out and it's got seats and they spin around, and then they spin around in a circle like that. So like that's what the ride is, and that's what you can build out of Lego. It's pretty good. It's actually a pretty good build. Is the whole thing can compact itself up onto an actual flatbed trailer, just like how they move them in real life. So I think that's like one of the more interesting aspects, is that the whole thing moves compactly. It's a big set, but it actually can get put from one place to another. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's make this. All right. Let's move this over, and I'm gonna actually make a text message real quick. Oh my gosh. What? Oh no, they can't. They can't see it. I know they can't see it. Dang it. PG&E is so bad. I switched over the PG&E bills to me, and then apparently the last roommate got their PG&E bills. So now we have to switch it on over. Those guys just don't know what they're doing, I swear. Don't know what's going on. They don't get anything right. Alrighty. Oh, you get them from the coffee place?
Nah. Just finished my morning breakfast burrito.
Oh, righto.
I had maybe like 1 hour of sleep this night.
Nice, man. 1 hour. Doing good. Doing good.
Doing great.
Sleep is overrated anyways, dude.
I think I'm gonna like record like a random like fat guy saying kind of like every time someone asks me this, I'm like, how are you, Mike? I want to just switch it. I'm great. Just cut back to this. I'm getting so sleep lately.
Every shout outs. Do Iron Man sets? We've done all the Iron Man. Well, all the Iron Man sets from like 2015 until now. Generally speaking, we haven't done any sets that like go back in time.
I think the only Iron Man that came was in the Spider-Man Homecoming set.
Yeah, and it's fine.
That's
It's just like a slightly different print from all the other ones, you know. Let's see. Okay, we're building up some steps there. Building out this way. So this is, I don't know, maybe this is like the front, sort of, I don't want to say lobby. Maybe it is the lobby. I don't know. We are going to just sort of figure this out. Yeah, and the whole side walls are just built of, it's just got tons of different types of moss, brick, stone. That's pretty much everything that we're messing around with down here. I think you and Mike are awesome. Thank you. I love BrickVault. It couldn't have possibly been a biased opinion. That's just a random person that also happens to have the same name. I love BrickVault. All right. Let's see this. Nice. Let's build this whole thing up. Very easy. It's actually decently easy to put together. There's just a lot of little details that you don't want to mess up too badly. But the actual difficulty of this is it's pretty straightforward, I think. Okay, let's see if we can't pull this out. Okay. And one and another 3 of these. We're building up tons of plate pieces. All right. Whoa. I haven't eaten a lot today, and my stomach just made a weird sound. Shouldn't have started a really long live stream build without, like, eating anything. I think I had a Cliff Bar this morning. I think that's all I ate. So yeah, it might get a little bit crazy. Oh, this is cool. So we're building out some sort of deck. Looks like it's not going to hang over the ocean, though. I kind of wish that this was set up in a similar fashion to how Ninjago had, like, how Ninjago actually had ocean stuff to mess around with. Like last... Oh, what? Oh, man. I thought this piece was that piece. I picked it up. I picked it up incorrectly. Now I've got to pull these 2 parts up. And of course, it pulls up the entire floorboard. This should look like that. There we go. Let's put that back on. Oh, your dad works for Cliff Bar. Oh, that's cool. Is he? You guys in Berkeley? Because I know we've done some. Like way back in the day, I remember working on a. It was like one of those traveling stands that companies bring to conventions. If like Cliff Bar wanted to go to a convention where there were other brand deals or something, they would set up a booth. And I was working to help build their travel stand. And I actually visited the Cliff Bar sort of like headquarters in Berkeley. It was really cool. It seemed like a really awesome company to work for. And they let us like take a whole box of Cliff Bars. Like they had this thing in the back warehouse or something where you just get to take like an entire box. Like they give you a box and they have all their flavors of Cliff Bar, and they're just like fill it up, fill it up and leave. Yeah, it was really cool. They were really cool people. Out of all the different things that we built for, they were kind of the most fun. Oh, oops, dang it. Dang it. I should have put this piece on here first. I feel like that doesn't really matter, but I'm going to be very specific to their... it does matter. It helps build the wall a little bit stronger. Okay. All right. Build it up that way. And then this way. Got it. Okay, so we're building up just another little snippet. Jack, what is your favorite brickhead? If you guys saw the Spider-Man Venom thing, I wasn't like too enthusiastic about it because there isn't really a whole lot of interesting stuff going on. Even though Brickheads isn't supposed to be some crazy detailed thing, I think the only interesting thing you can really get out of Brickheads is like, how did they get this one detail in such a simple little fashion? I think there's a little bit more skill to building simply like that than meets the eye, but they're actually all behind me right now. I like Hulk, but I also like I think what's her name, Black Widow. Hulk and Black Widow I think are both good. Yeah, I like both of them because Hulk's got the big arms, and that's kind of like one of the more unique aspects to any single Brickheads character. And then Black Widow just has the best build for hair out of any of them, which is almost always the most complex and difficult thing to put together for Brickheads. Interesting. Let's do this. I'm kind of building a little bit opposite, just like from what I can see visually. There you go. This is still part of the main hallway. I think this is the deck. There's some stuff down here, but then you can walk up into like another area. So there's multiple levels of this. Thanks for supporting my channel. Yay! There are rumors that there will be Star Wars Brickhead sets. There are rumors about that. Yeah, I think that'd be fine. I mean, why not? If they can make Star Wars Brickheads figs, I think people will buy them. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I've got nothing against Star Wars Brickheads figs. I hope they're good. But they're all pretty simple, and it's kind of, I feel like with the quality of designers that LEGO has, it'd be pretty hard for them to sort of mess up a Brickheads figure too badly, I don't think. So I think if they do go ahead and make Star Wars stuff, it'll probably be pretty good. How can I start a LEGO city like yours and Mike? Slow and steady. Slow and steady wins that race. We kind of built ours very quickly, but it was also pretty exhausting. And we also have the budget from this channel, being a YouTube channel, entirely dedicated to LEGO. So any views that we got on our videos, pretty much for like a solid few months, like any money that came from the channel just went into building up for the city and just building up for the city and building up for the city. So I would say, you know, if you've got a budget for it, just slowly but surely start building up towards it. Also, you'd have to make space. That's a good thing. We did IKEA tables. If you want to, that was a cheap way to get extra tables to like give you more space. Little techniques like that. But yeah, cities are not cheap. So, you know, there's technique, but then there's also like, how big do you want to make it? How big can you make it? How much space do you have? How much are you going to inconvenience everybody else living with you by taking up a huge space in your house for just a LEGO city? That is also a factor. Something that we didn't have to deal with being a LEGO studio, but something to think about. Jack, how did you get this? How? The LEGO store at LEGOLAND, California. That's how they had it, which was pretty lucky, which is cool. We saw an article at thebrickfan.com where somebody had sent him a message being like, yo, this is where things are at. This is where the store's at. It's already available. So we saw the article, we drove over to LEGOLAND, and now we are building this for you guys. That's basically it. There we go. So many little things. Why is there moss on the inside of the fishing store? I guess it is so old that there's moss growing even on the interior, which I gotta say is not the most cleanly thing, but who am I to judge? What is your email? It's in the description, bro. But it's just BrickVault@gmail. But if you wanted to send fan mock pictures, that would be BrickVaultFanMocks@gmail. So either one, but try to send the appropriate message to the appropriate email. Just makes our lives slightly easier. Interesting. Building up some nice little corner pieces. How do you make a live stream on an iPad, Jack? I haven't the slightest clue, Devlog Channel 24. I actually sort of had to learn the interface of an iPad when I was messing around with the boost sets. So, like the Boosted Garmadon episode came out today, and I did a boosted review. And normally I don't mess around with iPads. That's something that my brother has an iPad, and he knows how to... It's not like they're hard, but live streaming is set up through... Depends on who you want to live stream through. There's Twitch, there's these other people. You're going to have to download a program. Most people use OBS Studios, or at least that's a pretty safe place to start. But yeah, you have to learn the program, and I have no idea if that's compatible with an iPad, so you gotta research that yourself, bro. It's not terribly complicated. There's just a lot of little things that you basically kind of have to mess up until you're like, oh, okay, I did it like this. Oops, that was a total mess up. Let me see if I can fix that next time. If you guys were around for when we first started live streaming, the first like couple of weeks was just like technical difficulty after technical difficulty until eventually things started to sort of make sense for us. And we're like, oh, okay. And to be fair, that was mostly Mike that was figuring all that stuff out. I was just kind of like, Mike, fix it. And he was like, ah. I was like, Mike, fix this. I don't know what to do. It's pretty much how it went for like... Yeah. Dude, oh yeah, if this thing starts slowing down today, I noticed right before the stream started, like the stream had already started and our CPU was at like, no, it was just at like 30% though. Is it
30 on the stream is okay.
It's higher than average though.
Yeah, it is higher.
Yeah. So I was looking at that and I was like, let's see, after 4 hours, I blew it out a little bit as it was on. I just blew it out. We have overheating problems with our case, so our CPU sometimes just gets like crazy overworked. It slows down because it doesn't want to like burn itself up. So yeah. Well, the fan was on. It's not like the fan was at.
It's a good processor from Intel. It's a high quality fan from Permatech or whatever.
Yeah.
It should work just fine. It's a super silent case. So
Oops, I added one extra.
it should work.
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll keep working. Yeah, but we've had a couple of little difficulties, and the CPU is kind of running a little bit harder today than it normally does. We've sort of have a system of like blowing out the case like pretty frequently, and every time I turn on the computer, I make sure that the fan spins. The fan doesn't turn on, and I literally have to go in. Side of the computer case is just always open now, and I just give the fan for the CPU a little like flick, and then it turns on, and then it keeps going. Which makes our computer sound like it's like the worst computer ever, but it's not. It's actually a really nice computer. We just have a faulty CPU fan that we're just too lazy or busy to switch out right now. But yeah, so I forgot to check the CPU before I started. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, with the purple and everything. That actually looks really good. I forgot that the
I just posted it on Instagram.
That's Mike's Instagram post. That actually looks pretty nice.
Yesterday streamed the Heligal from Next Time, just looks like Zul's terror dogs from Ghostbusters.
I forgot that those so dogs looked, that they had that sort of purple highlight.
I thought this guy's like working in my office. It's so cool looking.
It's funny.
Just like crawling from the shop space.
Yeah, it's funny how like every now and then a build, you just build it and you're just like, this is so cool. Like I just love having this thing around. For the longest time I've had the AT-AT from Microfighters. That was like, I just think that's like one of the coolest little builds. Such an expressive little like sort of little dog creature. Very good. On eBay you'll find the set. Yeah, people are pre-selling the Star Wars sets. They're not out yet. They're just pre-selling them. I know somebody was saying you can get them right now, and I like looked it up, and they're just pre-sale. Linus, I think somebody did have like a Chewbacca. Tickly Pickles, Fansworth, we're better known as Level. Okay. Tickly Pickles, still probably one of the best usernames I've ever encountered. Sorry, I don't mean to give shout out. Like, I know people like all the shout out stuff. That just happened to be a name that I thought was pretty hilarious. So, no asking for shout outs. How do you get blue base plates now that they stopped selling them? Actually, it's funny that you asked because I literally just put in a like an order on BrickLink like yesterday, and that did include some blue base plates. And you go onto BrickLink and you find people that have them and that are selling them, which is the basic. It's just the basic way you do it. Hold on, let's see what we got. Yeah, that's the way to get a, because there's a million other parts. It's not just blue base plates. There's like a million pieces that Lego isn't producing still right now that people still want to use and build with. And that's how you do it, is you go into BrickLink and you find vendors and people selling them from their little online stores. And you buy them that way. I feel like I found some blue base plates. They're selling for not a crazy huge amount. I want to say like, oh wait, base, wait, no, I was buying not base plates, my bad. I was buying just 16 by 16 plates, and some of them were blue, which weren't too bad. They were like, I want to say like $1.50 or $2 a piece, which isn't terrible. But the base plates would definitely be worth more. I don't know how much they sell for. I didn't check the base plates. Who wants a Battle of Endor set with trees, Ewoks, Imperials? Say yes. Well, they did that, which was actually pretty good. It's the UCS Endor set, which was actually, I thought it was pretty cool. I never actually got one myself, but I did get to play around with one once, and I thought it was a pretty darn good set. How can they have this set even though it's not released? We live close to LEGOLAND, California, and they get a lot of stuff early, and so we're just lucky this time. Just like with the Ninjago sets, if LEGOLAND California sells them early, then we can just drive over and buy them. So we're lucky that way. Why did I pick that piece up? I don't need that piece. Okay. So that's good. What else needs? Oh man, there's so many of these parts in the front. Okay. Very interesting. So they don't have any of the dark blue 1x2s, so you just have to use the single 1x1 tiles every time you want to make a 1x2 stripe. Interesting. Regular size base plate is $17 for the blue. Is that true, Games of Bricks? That's a lot. Blue base plates, I guess. Dude, are they really that much? That is a lot. Because like, if we wanted to extend our ocean out, because I know we bought them a while ago, I just don't remember paying that much for them. That is a lot, man. Base plates are not cheap. All right, let's build up these. There's only a few steps left for bag number 2. And then most of the base should be pretty complete. I feel like it's kind of a lot that we've built up, and there's hardly, I mean, we're just starting to get the interiors of some of the places built up, but we've done so much building and there isn't like one weird detail yet that's really stuck out as like super unique or super different yet. So I hope that all starts to landslide. Because there's a lot of base building. It looks cool on the outside, don't get me wrong, but like, I feel like there isn't been like a lot of crazy stuff that's really shown up yet. And why does that feel like it's? Oh, okay, there you go. I just hadn't pushed that down all the way. Okay. Okay. Thought it was on a different plate size, but it's not. We kind of have this little combination of pieces over here. So much brown and dark tan. Kind of nice though. I kind of like the colors that we're getting. It feels they seem to match and complement each other pretty well. I think the build here matches itself pretty well. Let's see. I like your channel. Thank you, Mr. Banana Pancakes. Also, awesome username once again. We've got some very nice usernames that have been popping up. Base plates are on bricks and pieces for like 6 or 7. Well, okay, yeah, base plates maybe, but I think the initial question was, what are the blue base plates worth? Because yeah, if they're base plates that are being produced right now, like bright greens are pretty cheap, because we got a lot of them, and just regular greens and stuff, and of course the dark gray ones are like very, very common. So blue base plates specifically, because I think that's what the initial question was about. Because the color makes all the difference. Color makes all the difference for Lego parts. If you haven't done a lot of ordering on BrickLink or other places, you'll see how much things can go for just by changing up even a slight color too. Because it all just depends on how common those pieces were produced back in the day. If they're not that common, then they're going to be a lot of money. How long have you collected Lego? Let's see. We did a bit of collecting like a while back. I want to say like serious collecting, as in like going out and getting like big minifig collections and stuff like that we've been doing for the channel. I want to say seriously only for like a couple of years, like really going out and really trying to get like lots of big stuff, but not so seriously forever. I don't know. Long time. Years and years and years. I don't know. Since I've been very, very, very young. We had a lot and we just played around with it and then kind of held on to some pieces, and then we got rid of like a big chunk of it, and then slowly but surely we're just buying sets because we liked them, and then kind of came back to it, and then, you know, it's just like it was an influx of buying stuff and selling stuff and then buying stuff again and holding on. Every time we'd sell like sets or give sets away to like friends and stuff, we would like hold on to some here and there. So like the collecting was very sort of few and far apart for quite a long time, until eventually it wasn't, basically. Okay, cool. So we got the, let me pull this up so you guys can really see what the heck all these different levels look like. So there's just so much, there's so much detailing that really goes around here. I like the way the rocks are set up in the outer edges. And yeah, here's another set of rocks. Like, this all looks great. It really does. There just isn't a ton of stuff yet to sort of gawk at or to see. Because I know they're going to have like scuba equipment, I think, and of course fishing equipment. I think the original picture showed them like repairing a boat. I'm not sure. That might be another thing. Or maybe that's part of the lighthouse set. Because I know RobenAnne has another ideas set that is currently doing really well on ideas. It's the lighthouse. Similar build style. The two sets would complement each other really, really well if the second one got produced. Assuming, of course, it does get to 10,000 votes, which it looks like it will. So there's definitely some really nice aspects to this. I don't know how much the build style matches up with that of the modular buildings. I think it does. It's a little different just in general art style, but of course that's kind of always going to be the case. I think for the most part this thing's actually working out pretty good for what people want. I just want to see what the heck the interior stuff's going to be. I have a feeling this build is going to be all super basic stuff. This is a rack or a tray that's going to have something on display, something that they're selling. So we should be able to figure out what's being built up in just a sec. So many little pieces now. Oh my gosh, yeah, so this might be the last step or the second to last step in the whole thing, because I'm pretty much just picking up most of all the pieces that are left in the whole build. Let me just see. I'm putting them all in my hands just to see what What's left over? Okay, this isn't everything, but it's going to be most. All right. Maybe 1 or 2 more steps like this, and we should be good. Oh, yeah. Oh, Linus the Virus is following. Also, Ram Bones has followed, and Pastlone has followed. Darthatron 1 followed. Batman Lover 110 has followed. Boom. Golden Kingdom AJ. Okay. I'm just like looking through. Nice. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Always appreciate seeing new faces, new names to people that are enjoying the streams. And we are almost at the end of bag 2. Bag 2 of whatchamacallit? Wait, dang it. It's supposed to go next to it. Bag 2, oh, of course. There we go. Of 5, or sorry, 7. So we're not quite halfway yet, and this has already been a 1 hour and 45 minute long stream. This kind of makes sense. There's a little bit of complexity to this, not too many mess ups, but it's a 12 and up building range, which basically just means that there's going to be a few little curveballs that they throw at you that maybe some younger builders might have a little bit of trouble with, but for the older builders, it just means like, okay, my build time might be slightly slower. That's usually what it tells you. So like an 8 and up build is something very simple, usually like a small Minecraft set or something like that. And you can get through it a bit quicker. All right, I think I picked up everything. Okay. Okay. So let's add these little last pieces. Just a couple of little spots here that are gonna get filled in. There's only, I'm looking at like maybe a handful more of tile pieces. Is there lag? Oh no, yeah, I can see a little bit of the stream is getting slightly slowed down. I can see the stream. Let's see what the CPU is at 38% now. Yeah, we had a little bit of frames. Woo, yeah. You know what? I bet it's our CPU. Bet you anything. Bet you anything. Yeah. Betcha. Alright. I'm like wondering if I should. 39. Should we like reset after I finish this bag or something? Just to kind of like. Because I don't know if it's gonna speed up. Are you gonna blow it out right now? All right, Mike is.
It's a live patient maintenance.
Yeah, this is like a heart.
Don't do it at home, kids.
Yeah. Mike is currently blowing. Oh, I won't explain it as you're doing it. I wonder if that'll like cool it down. That'd be really funny. 32%, 33. I'm like looking at it. It's actually wait no. It's 37. No, it looks like it's 34. Nah, it's kind of maintaining the same bad thing. The stream quality is, yeah, it's jumping around still. Yeah, we're like trying to blow the case out. The case just like, the CPU just has like bad days. Like it has a bad hard startup heat. Like if you start it up properly, it'll maintain really low levels for a while. But if you don't, then it'll be all messed up. Yeah, it looks the same. 37, 35, yeah, it looks the same. Yeah. It's weird. It can maintain like a good stream at like 30%, but once it jumps just a little bit over, then it starts to slow down. It's too bad. Think so? I honestly think if we did like a restart, and I mean even like restarting the computer.
Yeah, I think that it's not. The upload is jumping like crazy. That might not be it.
But I mean, come on, CPU 33, 37%. That's got to be it, right? That's really high. Sorry guys, we're talking about the quality of the stream, because normally it is pretty
I'm
smooth.
gonna check the servers.
I can check the servers. Yeah, it could be a server issue, but I something tells me that it's probably not. I think it's coming from our end this time. And this is actually the last little bit for bag number 2. So we just finished bag 2. Bag 2 is done, and just the floors of the interior have been completed, and a lot of the exterior. This is actually pretty high up, considering all things considered. Will you do the review for this set soon? Yes, we will try to get this set reviewed. This might be Monday's review, because we're gonna do like mocks and news and stuff for Saturday, Sunday, and we've already got some stuff scheduled. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get this out for like Friday or something. I don't know. I know people wanted to see the Rick and Morty thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get.
The servers are good.
Servers are good. Yeah. It's
Not just the servers.
Should I just do a restart? Should we do a restart? Because it's not going to get any better. I don't think.
Yeah.
Hey guys. All right. Let me switch it up. Okay, guys. So we are at 1 hour 50 minutes onto the stream, and it looks like our CPU, it'll look like I said in the beginning that it looks a little bit wonky, like the temperature is kind of overheating. We have a way of dealing with our weird CPU thing. We just have to blow it out properly and just make sure that the case starts up in a good cycle, and it'll keep the temperature down, and then the stream will be smooth for the rest of the stream.
Right now I'm just lagging.
Yeah, it's lagging right now because, what is it, 39%?
It's overheating.
Yeah, it's overheating. Basically, our computer's overheating, and we have to do a quick cool down. So I think what we're going to do is do a restart on the computer, probably. Yeah, we're going to do a restart on the computer and then restart the stream, which means the stream's going to be dead for like 2 or 3 minutes. I would say 3 minutes probably. We'll try to keep it to 3 minutes. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. We're having a CPU overheat. If you're just jumping in, 3 minutes right now. We're gonna kill the stream for 3 minutes and come back, and hopefully you guys will still be here because we're just about to start bag number 3. This is what we've built so far, and in order to save as much time as possible, we are going to.
50%.
Yeah, we need to kill it now. It might even be really hard to
It's
kill.
burning. Get it.
All right, so I am going to kill the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.